Have you ever been insulted? Mocked? Betrayed? What did you do? Got angry? Fought back? Or stayed silent? Today, we will learn from Marcus Aurelius, the last great emperor of Rome, and explore how Stoicism can protect you from the chaos of the world. At some point in life, we've all felt the sting of unkind words, unfair treatment, or even outright insults. These moments of negativity can feel like waves slowly eroding our inner peace, leaving us drained and frustrated. But life is not defined by what others throw at us, it is defined by how we choose to respond. As an old saying goes, still waters run deep, and wise people remain calm. Calmness is not weakness. It is the pinnacle of inner strength, a sign of true maturity and self-mastery. Today, I want to share 4 golden lessons, 4 powerful insights on dealing with anger and life's inevitable challenges. These lessons won't just help you get through difficult moments, they will open the door to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Steady in a chaotic world. The power of stillness. In today's fast-paced world, no one is immune to criticism, judgmental stares, or even malicious attacks. These things, like invisible daggers, can easily wound our pride and leave lasting scars. But here's the truth, what truly matters is not what others say or do, it's how we react. After all, our emotions belong to us, not to them. Take a lesson from Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher. Throughout his reign, he faced betrayals, false accusations, and personal attacks from his rivals. But instead of lashing out, he reminded himself, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When faced with insults or slander, Marcus did not engage in pointless battles. He knew that reacting in anger only gives power to the person trying to provoke you. Instead, he practiced what we now call emotional detachment, the ability to observe negativity without letting it consume you. This leads us to the first lesson, learn to stay still in the face of judgment. Don't let negative words or hostile actions dictate your emotions. Instead, treat them like water off a duck's back, let them roll off without affecting your peace of mind. Only when your mind is calm can you maintain clarity and inner strength to handle life's challenges. The empty chair method, dealing with conflict. Many times, our anger doesn't come from the situation itself, it comes from how we perceive it. We feel insulted or disrespected because we take things too personally. But if we shift our perspective, conflicts can dissolve naturally. The famous psychologist Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and philosopher, introduced a method called the empty chair to help people manage their emotions. Imagine you're in a heated argument. Instead of reacting immediately, picture an empty chair in front of you and imagine placing your anger there. Now ask yourself, if I weren't emotionally involved, how would I see this situation? This technique allows you to detach from the moment and see things more objectively. It teaches us that most conflicts arise because we assume others are attacking us personally, when in reality, their actions often have nothing to do with us at all. The lesson here is, don't let your ego take over. If we can take a step back and see that not everything is an attack, we won't be so easily triggered. Instead of getting caught in pointless arguments, we can stay composed and respond with wisdom. Different roads, same journey, embracing differences. As we go through life, we often face disagreements, misunderstandings, and frustration when others don't think or act the way we do. But if we take a step back, we realize, everyone walks their own path. A great example of this comes from former U.S. President Abraham Lincoln. During the Civil War, Lincoln was heavily criticized for being too kind to his enemies. One of his advisors asked, "Why don't you destroy your enemies instead of trying to befriend them?" Lincoln replied, "Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends? Instead of wasting energy on resentment, Lincoln chose to understand and work with those who opposed him. He knew that fighting fire with fire only leads to more destruction. The lesson here is, don't waste your energy on anger. People will always have different opinions, different beliefs, and different ways of living. Instead of fighting every battle, learn to let go, accept differences, and focus on what truly matters. The Stoic secret to happiness. At the end of the day, anger and resentment don't solve problems, they only steal our peace. True strength lies in our ability to stay calm, to let go of what we cannot control, and to choose our battles wisely. So next time you feel insulted or attacked, remember the words of Epictetus, another great Stoic thinker. If someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation. Instead of being angry at them, be angry at yourself for letting it happen. In other words, no one has the power to control your emotions unless you give it to them. Take back that power, stay steady, and live with wisdom. That is the path to true strength. When we try to impose our beliefs and ways of thinking on others, we don't just make them uncomfortable, we also damage the relationship. Nelson Mandela once said, "Freedom is not just the absence of chains, but the liberation of the soul from judgment and expectations." For human beings, spiritual freedom is far more valuable than material success or social status. When the mind is free, life becomes lighter and more peaceful. The lesson here is simple. Don't try to change people to fit your mold. Everyone has their own journey, their own experiences, and their own perspective on life. By respecting differences, by not forcing or pressuring others, we create a life that is not only successful but also deeply meaningful. So, never lose hope. No matter how difficult things seem, there is always a way out. And more often than not, that way begins within you. The power of perspective, how your mind shapes your reality. At the heart of Stoicism is a simple but profound truth: your thoughts shape your world. If you allow yourself to be controlled by anger, resentment, or fear, life will always feel like a battle. But if you train your mind to focus on what you can control, your attitude, your actions, your character, then no storm can shake you. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." If we let external events dictate our emotions, we become prisoners of circumstance. But when we learn to master our minds, we unlock a freedom that no one can take away. So, as you move through life, remember, you cannot control what happens to you, but you can always control how you respond. Do not let the words and actions of others disturb your peace. Do not let a fragile ego prevent you from experiencing true contentment. And above all, never forget that even in the most difficult situations, you have the power to shape your own destiny. A meaningful life is not one without hardship, it is one where we face hardship with wisdom, grace, and resilience. Live with integrity. A life of no regrets. Kindness and integrity are at the root of all good things. Being a good person is not just about helping others, it's also about giving yourself the peace of mind that comes with knowing you've lived honestly and honorably. People who act with kindness approach the world with compassion and sincerity, never feeling ashamed of their actions. This inner alignment brings light to life and drives away darkness. Why is integrity so important? Because it is the bridge between people and happiness. When you help someone in need, you don't just make their life better, you also create positive energy that will return to you in ways you never expected. A small act of kindness, a few words of encouragement, or simply a moment of genuine empathy can have a ripple effect far beyond what you can see. Integrity also purifies the mind. It frees you from guilt, jealousy, and resentment. When your conscience is clear, peace naturally follows. But when you live dishonestly, whether by lying, deceiving, or acting against your values, you will always carry an inner weight that keeps you from experiencing true joy. Moreover, people with integrity attract strong relationships. Honesty and kindness are universal languages. When you treat others with sincerity, you earn respect, trust, and genuine connections. This foundation is key to building a fulfilling life and creating your own good fortune. So, live with integrity, not because you expect rewards, but because it is the only way to live without regret. Be trustworthy and generous, build your reputation and earn respect. Trust is one of the most valuable currencies in life. From an early age, we are taught not to lie, steal, or break promises, not just because these are moral rules, but because they shape our success and the way people see us. A person of integrity keeps their word, even when it's inconvenient. They don't sacrifice trust for personal gain, and as a result, they build credibility in their relationships, whether in business, friendships, or family. Once people trust you, opportunities will naturally open up, and life becomes infinitely easier. At the same time, generosity is just as important as trust. None of us are perfect, we all make mistakes. Learning to forgive and let go is one of the greatest skills you can develop. Holding on to anger and resentment only harms you, not the person who wronged you. Consider former U.S. President Abraham Lincoln. He was known for his ability to turn rivals into allies. Even those who once insulted him eventually respected him because he did not hold grudges, he focused on the bigger picture. Lincoln once said, "The best way to destroy an enemy is to make him a friend." By choosing forgiveness over resentment, you don't just free others from guilt, you free yourself from the burden of carrying negativity. Those who practice generosity and trustworthiness often find themselves surrounded by support, love, and respect. Living with integrity and generosity brings a sense of lightness to life. It removes unnecessary worries and allows you to move forward with confidence. Stay honest, stay kind, and you will always find inner peace. Practice empathy. The key to strong relationships. Empathy, the ability to understand and feel what others are going through, is one of the most powerful tools for building deep and meaningful relationships. People who practice empathy don't just earn the love and respect of others, they also create a life filled with warmth and connection. There are countless situations where empathy can make all the difference. When you find yourself in conflict with someone, your first instinct may be to argue or defend yourself. But what if? Instead of reacting, you paused and asked, what might they be going through? By shifting your perspective, you can turn a moment of anger into an opportunity for understanding. This doesn't mean allowing others to walk all over you, it means responding with wisdom rather than emotion. The most successful leaders, from business executives to world leaders, understand the power of empathy. Take Oprah Winfrey, for example. She built an empire not just because of her talent but because of her deep ability to connect with people's struggles. She listens, understands, and gives people a voice. That level of empathy has made her one of the most respected figures in the world. Empathy also helps you avoid selfish or short-sighted decisions. When you can see life from someone else's perspective, you naturally become more patient, compassionate, and thoughtful. That is how you create a life filled with meaning and appreciation. Gratitude is the foundation of a fulfilling life. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it is a mindset that can transform your entire life. People who practice gratitude don't take things for granted. They appreciate what they have, cherish the people around them, and find joy in even the simplest moments. The most successful and happiest people understand this. Jim Carrey, the famous actor and comedian, once wrote himself a $10 million check for acting services rendered before he became successful. Every day, he expressed gratitude for his future success, even before it arrived. Years later, he landed a role that paid him exactly that amount. Gratitude rewires the brain to focus on abundance rather than scarcity. When you are grateful, you stop obsessing over what you lack and start appreciating what you already have. And the more you focus on the good, the more good you attract into your life. It also strengthens relationships. When you express gratitude to those around you, you deepen your connections and make others feel valued. Simple words like, "I appreciate you," or "Thank you for being in my life," can strengthen bonds and create a positive atmosphere wherever you go. To create a fulfilling destiny, live with integrity, generosity, empathy, and gratitude. These are not just ideas, they are practices that shape the quality of your life. Your fate is not written in stone, it is built by the choices you make every single day. Life is a journey of growth. Life is a long road filled with challenges and opportunities. Along the way, we will all face pain, loss, and setbacks. But these struggles are not punishments, they are teachers. As Viktor Frankl said, "What is to give light must endure burning." Suffering is not meaningless. It forces us to grow, to adapt, and to discover strength we never knew we had. Sometimes, the deepest wisdom comes not from books but from the battles we fight within ourselves. Powerful quotes and life lessons are not just words, they are guiding principles that can help us find clarity in the chaos. So as you move forward, remember. Embrace impermanence. Life is always changing, resisting it only causes suffering. Let go of what you cannot control. Focus your energy on what you can influence. Stay true to your values. Your integrity is your greatest asset. And above all, never stop learning. Every challenge is an opportunity to become stronger and wiser. Your life is yours to shape. Live with wisdom, resilience, and purpose, and no obstacle will ever be too great. Life is a constant flow of change. Life is in a state of constant motion, nothing stays the same forever. Accepting impermanence is the first step to finding peace within yourself. Nothing is permanent, not happiness, success, pain, or loss. One day, everything may seem perfect, and the next, chaos can take over. Once you understand this, you won't become arrogant in success or devastated by failure. Letting go of unnecessary desires doesn't mean giving up on life. It means learning not to be controlled by materialistic pursuits. The more we chase things that don't truly matter, the more exhausted and anxious we become. When you accept that everything has a beginning and an end, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering and find peace. Life is like a river, always changing. If you learn to flow with it rather than resist it, you will navigate the storms of life with greater ease. Don't do to others what you wouldn't want for yourself. Every person is unique, with their own thoughts, emotions, and perspectives. Forcing your views onto others is not just unfair, it's a sign of selfishness. If you wouldn't want to be judged, controlled, or disrespected, then don't do it to others. This is not just about morality, it's about building strong, lasting relationships. One of the greatest mistakes we make is believing that our way of thinking is the only right way. But life is diverse, and true wisdom comes from respecting differences, not erasing them. When you treat people with kindness and understanding, you will find the same respect returned to you. Live your own life. No one else can live your life for you. And no one else has the right to decide how you should live. Throughout life, people will have opinions about what you should do, how you should act, and who you should become. But you don't have to please everyone. What truly matters is staying true to yourself. At the end of the day, you are responsible for your own happiness. Don't let outside noise dictate your emotions. When you maintain inner strength, external chaos loses its power over you. As the Stoics say, if your mind is steady, no storm can shake you. Do your work well. Not everyone is meant to change the world, but everyone has the ability to do their job with excellence. You don't need to chase grand ambitions or seek constant validation. Instead, focus on what's in front of you. Take pride in your work, no matter how small it may seem. Mastery is not about fame, it's about commitment. Every choice you make affects your future. Choose honesty, hard work, and discipline. When you put effort into your work, success will follow naturally, and more importantly, you will find fulfillment in the process itself. Stop complaining. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Everyone has struggles, and everyone faces setbacks. But how you respond to them is what defines your life. If you're unhappy with your current situation, ask yourself, have I truly done everything I can to change it? Instead of wasting energy on jealousy or self-pity, focus on gratitude. Complaining weakens your spirit and blinds you to the opportunities right in front of you. If you stop dwelling on what you lack and start appreciating what you have, the people you surround yourself with matter. There's a reason why the saying, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with," is so widely recognized. The people in your life influence your mindset, ambitions, and decisions, often more than you realize. If you surround yourself with negative, unmotivated individuals, you will absorb their habits. But if you choose to be around people who inspire you, challenge you, and push you to grow, you will naturally become a better version of yourself. Choose wisely. Your environment shapes your future. Maintain healthy boundaries in relationships. Every relationship, whether with friends, family, or colleagues, requires balance. Being too distant creates disconnection. But being too close can lead to unnecessary conflict and emotional exhaustion. It's important to give people space while still maintaining meaningful connections. Learn to communicate your needs. Respect others' boundaries, and cultivate relationships that bring joy rather than stress. You don't need to please everyone. No matter how hard you try, not everyone will like you, and that's okay. Some people will misunderstand you. Some will disagree with your choices. And some will simply not align with your values. That's life. Instead of exhausting yourself trying to win everyone's approval, focus on living in a way that makes you proud. The right people will respect you for being authentic, while those who don't were never meant to stay in your life anyway. Let things unfold naturally. What belongs to you will always find its way to you. Learn to work with others and accept small losses. Life is not always smooth. Sometimes, you will have to compromise. Sometimes, you will have to accept losing a small battle to win the greater war. There's wisdom in knowing when to let go. Not every fight is worth your energy. Choose your battles carefully. And understand that patience and perspective often lead to bigger victories in the long run. These 10 principles are not just words, they are life lessons that can guide you toward a more meaningful and peaceful life. If you truly embrace them, you will stop being controlled by fear, anger, and frustration. You will gain clarity, confidence, and the ability to handle anything life throws your way. Start today. Live intentionally. Be true to yourself. And most importantly, enjoy the journey. Life is a journey of challenges and growth. Life is an ever-changing journey, filled with challenges, lessons, and moments of transformation. No matter how unpredictable things become, what truly matters is how we face difficulties, how we treat ourselves, and how we interact with the people around us. Each of us carries stories, memories, and wisdom gathered over time. Today, we'll explore 7 powerful lessons that serve as guiding principles for a meaningful life. These are not just words of advice but deep truths that can help you navigate life with clarity, resilience, and inner peace. 1. Those who lack strength seek to rely on others. People who lack clarity believe in surface appearances. People who lack inner strength follow the crowd. This reminds us of the importance of self-reliance and inner strength. A strong person does not depend on others for validation or security. They know that true stability comes from within. It's easy to be impressed by external success, material wealth, or social approval, but these things are fleeting. Likewise, blindly following trends or seeking acceptance from others only weakens your sense of self. Instead, cultivate your own strength. Be grounded in your values. Stand firm in your beliefs, even when the world pushes you in different directions. 2. We hold on to the past because we're afraid to let go. Memories shape who we are. Some bring warmth and nostalgia, while others remind us of regrets or lessons learned. It's natural to reflect on the past, but dwelling on it too much can hold you back. The past is a place for learning, not living. Cherish the good moments, learn from the painful ones, and then move forward. Like the Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "What's gone is gone. What matters is how you use the time you have left." 3. Every hardship is just a test. Life will test your patience, courage, and character over and over again. Instead of seeing struggles as punishments, view them as opportunities for growth. When faced with obstacles, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? What does this situation reveal about me? People who endure challenges with wisdom and perseverance eventually emerge stronger. As Viktor Frankl said, when we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. No struggle lasts forever. Keep your integrity, act with kindness, and trust that your efforts will lead you forward. 4. No matter what happens, be kind to yourself. Life can be tough, but one of the most important things you can do is take care of yourself, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Eat well. Get enough rest. Surround yourself with people who uplift you. And most importantly, treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a close friend. When you smile at yourself in the mirror, you are not just boosting your own spirit, you are radiating positivity into the world. No matter what challenges come your way, remember that self-compassion is key to resilience. 5. If you choose to wait for someone, do it without regret. Love is a powerful force, and sometimes, we find ourselves waiting for someone we care about. But not all waiting leads to fulfillment. Before you invest your time and emotions in waiting for someone, ask yourself, am I waiting because I truly believe in this person, or because I'm afraid of moving on? Is this relationship bringing me peace, or just uncertainty? Remember, love should never make you feel trapped or unworthy. If someone doesn't value your presence, they don't deserve your time. There will always be someone who sees your worth and treats you with the respect you deserve. 6. Confidence is good, but stay humble. It's great to believe in yourself, but overconfidence can blind you. Many people mistake overestimating themselves for true confidence. But real confidence doesn't come from thinking you know everything, it comes from knowing that you always have more to learn. The most successful people in the world, whether athletes, entrepreneurs, or artists, remain students of life. They don't rush decisions. They take the time to prepare, to sharpen their skills, and to approach challenges with wisdom. Instead of forcing solutions, be patient. Keep learning, keep growing, and stay open to new perspectives. 7. Even the closest friendships need space. Friendship is one of life's greatest gifts. But too much closeness, without respect for boundaries, can sometimes create tension. Healthy relationships require balance. It's important to be there for each other, but it's equally important to maintain individuality. True friends respect each other's need for personal space and growth. As the saying goes, a healthy friendship is like a tree, it needs both closeness and space to grow strong. Final thoughts, the path to a meaningful life. These 7 principles are not just ideas. They are blueprints for living with wisdom, strength, and clarity. Be self-reliant. Your inner strength is your greatest asset. Let go of the past. Learn from it, but don't live in it. See hardships as opportunities. Every struggle makes you stronger. Take care of yourself. You deserve kindness, from yourself, too. Love wisely. Never settle for a love that doesn't bring you peace. Stay humble. Confidence is power, but wisdom is knowing when to listen. Give relationships space to breathe. The best connections grow with respect. By embracing these lessons, you'll find clarity in chaos, peace in uncertainty, and strength in adversity. Life is not about waiting for the storm to pass, it's about learning how to dance in the rain. Start today. Live with purpose. And make each moment count. If these lessons resonated with you and brought you clarity, imagine how much more you can learn by continuing this journey. Life is full of challenges, but with the right mindset, you can navigate anything that comes your way. If you want more insights, practical wisdom, and powerful lessons to help you grow, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. We have plenty more content coming your way, videos that will give you the tools to build resilience, find peace, and create a life of purpose. Hit that subscribe button now, and let's keep growing together. See you in the next video.